Can you feel it, baby? R365.
Broke the window again.
And we're bringing it. We're bringing it back. Oh, yeah. We're bringing it back to the 80s. Today, on this Friday the 13th week. What a big night, of course, today for all the gargoyles and ghouls, all the horror heads out there. Yours truly, Jimmy J. Mouthpiece of the Northeast here, alongside the one and the only, the pun is sure himself, Gabe Simbalista. And joining us today, of course, as always, the staple, the glue of the operation, the man himself, Swifty, said the bullet ball. Here he goes with wheelchair flair, the anesthesiologist, whatever you want to call him, but don't call him late to the show. He's always on time, like Ja Rule and Ashanti. Here we go. Let's go.
Whoa. Watch that Ja Rule stuff.
Who would I be with that? No, let me stop. And then joining us today, here he goes, special guest, once again, popping in, the man himself, the Monsterage Bat fan, Big Drew. What's happening?
Got the bat. Yeah, man. Bat signal's out tonight again. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh yeah, I seen that signal.
Thanks for coming.
Dude, I need you to say Bat fan.
Oh man. Let me work on that.
In the building, baby. And guys, man, we got a cool show today. I wanted to keep it kind of light because of the fact that I know this is a big weekend coming up, Horror 365 for everybody, all horror fans in general. Friday the 13th, the only Friday the 13th of the year. And I guess we could start it off with this because I want to talk about some of the things that are going on right here for Friday the 13th. And then we're going to get into the conversation that we're going to have today with lesser known or non-commercial 80s horror gems, our favorite. And I want to go to the fans out here as well. I want to ask all the horror heads out there what your favorite lesser known 80s horror gems are. But before we get to that, we're going to get right into the upcoming festivities this weekend that I want to talk about. Friday the 13th, it's going down. Matter of fact, before we talk about it, let's just look at one of the latest videos that we had popped up there. It's only a little over a minute long, promoting this upcoming weekend. Check it out right here. Let me know what you think.
Did you know that a young boy drowned? The counselors weren't paying any attention. His name was Jason, and today is his birthday.
My special boy. No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die. Rise up, Jason! Your work isn't finished!
Join us Friday, June 13th, 8 p.m. at the Emmaus Theater for Jason's birthday celebration. Featuring Friday the 13th 1 and 2 double feature, live skits, free raffles, and more. Tickets are on sale now. Be there.
Oh, boy.
Fire.
Not only are we celebrating Jason's birthday, okay, the birthday bash going down, you're invited. We're screening Friday the 13th, part 1 and 2, double feature at the Emmaus Theater. But Mama Voorhees herself, she is going to be in the building. Well, at least her head will be in the building. Her shrine, Mama Voorhees coming out there celebrating her son, her sweet, innocent Jason's birthday. How old is this man? 70-something years old. But we are showing not only Friday the 13th, 1 and 2 double feature, guys, but there's going to be some skits. There's going to be some raffles. It's going to be what we offer. It's an experience. That's exactly what it is. It's an experience that you guys are going to have a great time if you come on out there. Emmaus Theater tickets are on sale. You can check it out, the EmmausTheater.com. I know it's all over the internet. You can find it. And actually, as a matter of fact, before the festivities take place, we're going to be entering a meet and eat. So, speaking of eating, I hear somebody's dog over there. Wild, absolutely insane in the background over there. But yeah, boom. Check us out. The Superior Restaurant, Friday the 13th, meet and eat. June 13th, this Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. It is going down. Come out, eat, and meet the man himself, the slasher, the supper with a slasher, Mr. Jason Voorhees, which will be our very own Hard Daddy 85, Josh Hard Daddy Kersey, as you see there. That is literally him when we went to the diner. Yeah, he was serving beer. He's going to be doing the same thing. He's going to be slashing and dashing and meeting and eating and greeting all the fans that come out there for Friday the 13th. And then following that, obviously, the Emmaus Theater affair. So this is something, guys, this is something we've done work with them before in the past. This is something special because it is the only Friday the 13th of the year. And I know there's a plethora of activities and events going on for Friday the 13th. And hey, if you can make it to some of those and some of this, this event right here, load it up, line up your schedule because this is the only Friday of the year. Now, I also want to go to the let's go to the comments real quick. We haven't even jumped into the comments. Let's check it out. Swift in the building. Swift, 8:37 a.m. There you go. Let's get ready.
Ready, baby. Ready.
That's it. Okay, Brooklyn Lady Ellie in the building.
Hey, LA. How you doing? We got Nemo.
What's happening?
Thanks for coming on.
Whole Enchilada podcast.
The whole damn enchilada. Welcome. What's up?
CJ Steiner Recliner.
Oh, the Steiner Recliner. Fast times at Ridgemont High. Make the gun. Oh, yeah. There we go. For the 80s. 100%.
Lady Ellie says hi, Batman.
Hello.
All right. Under the floorboards in the building.
Under the floorboards. What's the deal?
Check it. Trippy Hippie. What's happening?
Oh, what's
up? Hey, Ray. Nice to see you.
Good evening.
70, something like that. Yeah, about 70 years old.
By the way, I do have to say, it's so nice of Pamela to be giving head after all these years. She says, it's just how generous is she,
Oh, unbelievable.
I do have to apologize. I was going to go I'm sorry, I meant to call you. I was going to go with Swift this weekend, but with the charity I work with, I have a big event. I'm actually filming in Jersey. I'm actually staying in New York City Thursday night, and I'm filming all day in Jersey with the NYPD and make like these kids, these Make-A-Wish type of foundation kid stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to be filming that all day Friday. So I'm not going to be available to come. So I am sorry.
No, dude, no, listen, you're doing something.
We're going to miss you.
No, I really would have liked to come, but like the charity I work with, I have a responsibility. It's non-profit, but I'm the camera guy. So
yeah.
I got to get out to one of your events soon. Guys, they look awesome. I'm scoping them out. I'm not going to make this Friday, unfortunately, but it would be cool to meet you guys and hang and.
Absolutely.
Oh, brother, anytime, man. Listen, there's going to be many more to come in the future. Not only at this theater, at a couple, this one haunted attraction. We got some other things in the works I can't talk about right now, but yeah, man, a lot of things coming in the future. So we'll definitely see you out there. I want to get to Tony's comment real quick over here.
Tony.
Our man Tony Massari in the building. Our guy, 1980, The Unseen, Without Warning, Motel Hell. Oh, yeah, Motel Hell, Humanoids of the Deep. Children of the Corn, I'm guessing, Terror Train, Funeral Home. I mean, dude, he just went out.
Wow.
New Year's Evil. Yep. Cannibal Holocaust, The Fog. Tony is on fire already. We just started. He's coming into the game. On fire, swing like fire. Time. There it is. Okay. Trey. Mama Swift in the building.
Hey, what's up, Ma? How you doing? How you doing, Ma? Thanks for coming.
What's up, Ma? Killer B, Killer Reaction.
Oh, Killer B, what's the deal?
There's a comment from the whole damn enchilada podcast I'd like to address.
Okay.
He mentions the Fulci trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually never seen them, and I really want to watch them. But I have some subscription to Shudder, so I have to watch. Well, I want to watch them all in a row, like in consecutive order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Chronological order.
Those are good.
I think I got every one of those on home video.
Mm-hmm.
I got everyone on physical media, rather. What am I talking about? Home video.
Video.
Who said that?
Video.
I'm in 80s mode. I'm in 80s mode, bro.
That's it. It's all
with
good.
with the camcorder.
I stream
over the shoulder.
I do stream, but I still have tons of Blu-rays and DVDs in different parts of in different libraries across my bedroom.
Yeah.
So like, there's some things I will never get rid of, and actually, there's some things I regret getting rid of because to get them on digital is cost on like a DVD. Like there's certain movies that never came out on Blu-ray. Hell, there are movies that never came out on DVD. So to get your hands on them is just so difficult.
Yeah, no, it is, man. And you know what? Listen, I feel like because there's so much content, because we're getting hit left and right with content, that it's almost damn near impossible to get everything on physical media. So you got to stream some of it, but acquire what you want to acquire for physical media. Now hold on, some more comments real quick. Rebecca Hope says, "Hi, Swifty baby."
Hey, Barbie girl.
Saying what's going on to Swift. Mike, what's going on, Big Mike?
Yo, what's up?
Trippy Hippie says hi, Gabe.
Hey, Ray.
Gabe and Swift get the most love here. I'll tell you that.
I will say no, but Ray and I are from the same area. We grew up from the same neighborhood. So I knew her before she was coming to the convention, the horror convention area.
Okay. That's awesome. I mean, listen, it's a small community, man.
Yeah. No, but she's from my neighborhood.
From your neck of the woods, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mike Keller says he's going to Blairstown on Friday. Mike, I'm going to tell you this, man. I want you to have a good time. Anybody, I'm not going to know whatever you're doing. More power to you. The town, for the shots in the movie, I enjoy the arches. I enjoy that atmosphere, right? I'll give you that. The town, in my opinion, and this is just me, absolutely sucks. And that's just me saying it straightforward. Okay. Not going to say any more about it. The fans are awesome. The fans are always fucking amazing. Okay. But from somebody that's done shows there, I can tell you that. Just not a fan of, that town. But hey, if you're going, I want you to enjoy yourself. Either way, it's just an experience every time you go in that town on a Friday the 13th. So I will say that. If
not to mention
afterwards, hey, we're starting at 8:00, buddy. 8:00 to midnight.
You got time.
So do both. What were you saying, Swift?
Yeah, no, not to mention successful shows. So there's no disgruntled stuff here. Successful shows in Blairstown.
Listen, for my time over there, again, there's people that I give credit to that made it happen in that town that worked with me instead of working against me when I was doing stuff over there. But it's the atmosphere, right? It's Friday the 13th vibe. So I will say, yeah, hell yeah. If you can make it to Blairstown on Friday the 13th, why not? Why not? Because you're in the movie again. Okay, I'm definitely not going to knock that part of it. But,
Jimmy, I never worked against you, but I worked up against you when we were all handling equipment together on set. that doesn't sound weird at all.
Sorry, man.
That doesn't sound weird at all.
On the set, man. Okay, I'm just oozing machismo. That's what it is.
Speaking of which, I just want to mention Ken just let us know that we got into 26 different film festivals as of now. Socrates, and we're finalists in another one. So I just want, in case you didn't see the email, I wanted to let you know.
Thank you, but I literally just seen before we came out. Yeah, Ken's Socrates, this project that he has going on here that we're blessed to be a part of, man.
We missed you the other week, me and Swift, when we were at Ken's screening.
I tried out of work.
No, man. And I heard you had flat tires, and we felt so bad.
Yeah, don't even get. I have more patches on my car than somebody on their jacket, man. It's on my tires alone, man. It's one thing after the next, but
we're here now. We're here now,
and that's all that matters. And Ken, amazing, just really amazing to work with him, and I becomes really good.
He's very passionate. He's very passionate about his work.
Absolutely, and rightfully so, man. I mean, the project is unique. It's different, and then he gave it his all. And he has, Ken has a lot of scripts. So this is definitely not going to be the first. I'm telling you right now. I hope that this goes to feature. I know it will. Not I hope. I know it's going to go to feature. We just need everybody's support. Ken needs it. And if you're watching this, you got to check it out. Socrates. I'll put the links on the when the video is done. The man is all heart and his all passion. And this is coming out of his pocket. And, what people don't understand, I'm going to say this. This is me saying this. People don't understand. There's a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, a lot of actors and actresses that were hot in the 70s, 80s, 90s. They haven't done too much work, over the last 20-something years, everybody thinks they're wealthy. They're not. They're still working like us. They're still trying to pay the bills. So, and Ken is doing this, and this out of his pocket. And, this is a man, again, it's all passion, straight edge guy, stand-up guy. So if we can get as much support as we can get for Ken, I appreciate it. And the entire team, I know, Gabe, for you, and I know even for you, Andrew and Swift, as fans too,
Absolutely.
And I also want to mention, one of there was actually a surprise guest at the after party. Ken's friend, and you were there with me, Swift. Alvin Alexis from Night of the Demons showed up.
Yes.
We hung out with him at the after party. And can I tell you something? Ken took care of a lot of us during that when we filmed the movie. He took care of everybody. He treated us to dinner. He was, we can never pay him back for except for supporting the movie and helping him get out there and returning to he was so good to us. And I have such respect for him. And the fact that he even had me at his home when I was in LA. To work to do some post-production stuff when I went in LA after we shot it. So it was nice of him and he let me use his massage chair. So although that he was calling me for help, I was like, wait a minute, you told me to let the timer go off, so I have to kick it out of the chair yet. So anyway, yeah.
No, hey, listen, we got a massage and everything with it. That's unbelievable.
I'm a misogynist, so
hopefully you didn't get a happy ending. No, but here we go, rolling. So Mike in the building, my main man.
You got Mike.
Friday,
What's up, Mike? Can't wait to see you, brother.
Tony, leave some. Yeah, Tony is on. He's on a roll here. Tubi your shutter. Tony keeps going. He's on fire. This man's like damn.
Drop the bombs like Flex, because he's dropping bombs right now.
Yeah, Tony is, man. Where we got? I got to get this. These things need to get.
He's got a lot of good ones.
Explosions.
He has a couple little ones.
There you go.
Non-stop explosions. Yeah. Boom, slumber party mask, poltergeist, the thing, Halloween. Oh my God. Oh, he's a man possessed right now. Tony.
Has anybody ever seen Poultrygeist by Trauma?
Oh no, I never watched it.
Something to do with a chicken.
Yes, it's about a KFC that's built on Indian burial grounds.
Okay.
And it's so trauma and it's so cheesy that if you have not seen it, and there's the opening sequence on the graveyard, it's just the dialogue is so genius. It's so trauma. But there's just they actually have Jared from Subway show up to the haunted KFC, and he's 800. He's 800 pounds overweight. It makes fun of Jared. It's just whatever. You have to watch it if you like 80s horror and like trauma. Yeah. And are a fan of Poltergeist, just as a fan of Poltergeist. And
I'll watch some shit. If I sat there and endured Thanksgiving, which for some reason became one of my favorite B movies, okay, I'm sure I can endure that. And then as soon as you said trauma, I knew what I'm in store for. The Outing, Mama Swift, The Outing. Oh, The Outing. Oh shit, that's another good one. Good. Corpse Mania. Window, I never seen Window. House Where People Dwells, Cemetery of Terror. I know that, never seen that. Yo, your name is some. Oh my God,
Madman. You guys got to go see Madman.
Madman Morris, yeah.
Madman, yeah.
Wolfman was talking about it on one of your live streams, and Madman Morris, he's badass, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a 70s film.
With that franchise. I mean, it's low budget.
Yeah.
I think Ian commented on it. That was the top of my list. What was that? 1981.
81. Yeah.
It's almost like they have a built-in mythos for Madman Mars. He's got his own theme song. There's a song he sing. You saw it, Jimmy J?
No, I heard it. Yeah. It's his own fucking
Madman Mars. Yeah.
You saw it, Swift?
Absolutely. I saw that when I was about 7 years old.
Oh, the movie itself, I've seen it a while.
Now that one I saw years later. I didn't see it growing up in real time. That one I saw so when my buddies and I can't remember if we were, I think we were 10th grade or whatever, 11th grade. If we didn't have anything going on a weekend, we would do something called low budget horror, where we would go and just rent craziest movies, and we rate them like 20 movies a year.
Blockbuster.
This is, I think, before we had blockbusters.
Really?
The mom pop shop.
Probably a little older than you guys.
Blockbuster came in '85, I think. It was like mid-'80s. It was like '85.
Really?
When did Blockbuster hit, Jimmy J?
We didn't have that. We didn't have that in Brooklyn until later. You know, we didn't have Blockbuster until later. Yeah.
Where I was, we didn't have it.
We had Captain Video. We had Captain Video, and then we had the mom and pop spots.
We had the mom and pop spots, and that's what it was. And you know, then we roped my dad into this. He would hang out and he would watch these crazy movies with us.
Your pops is in there. Oh God!
Hey, listen, Blockbuster lasted a good 25 years. I give it a lot of credit, but there's something about it that I'll always love. There's actually one 70s film, late 70s film, I'd love to bring up because it's one of my favorite zombie films. And I know it's an Italian film. You know what this is. It's supposed to be a sequel to Night of the Living Dead by Fulci. It's called Zombie.
Lucio Fulci. Yeah.
Lucio Fulci. Zombie 2, which they actually made sequels. They actually made sequels, or I don't know if it was Fulci was involved, but they made sequels, which I haven't seen yet. But it's one of my favorite zombie films. And the shot at the end of them having the zombies walking on the Brooklyn Bridge, like the whole invasion, like that was just like the icing on the cake. But like, and I didn't care about the cheesy dubs. Like Fulci did 3. Okay, Brooklyn Lady Ellie said Fulci did 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to watch the other ones, but one of them is not available. I have to get. But I love Zombie 2.
It was like 79. I think
79. The first one was 79. Yeah,
that's the one with the eye with that crazy.
Yes.
He pulls her eye into the broken.
Oh my God.
That scarred me as a kid.
Do it. It's just so slow and
it was dragged out.
I'm like, just fucking get.
But you know, as a kid, it looks more realistic, and then I watch it as an adult, and I'm like, this isn't as realistic as it looked when I was a kid, but it still looks realistic.
Yeah.
To the point where, like, I was actually grossed out as a teenager, but I loved it.
Yeah. Dude,
and it was such a unique take on the zombie story, and something about Zombie 2, Lucio Fulci's Zombie 2, that I just will never not love.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm gonna go to some of the comments real quick. We're backed up on that. A lot of since I started doing the pod, I've had to buy stuff for the show and things that aren't streaming. And boy, it costs some time. Yeah, it definitely does. Everything's money, man. Hey, fellas, hope all. Hey, Matt, Hungry for Horror. Badass logo. Love it, Matt. Hope you and the missus are good. I believe a missus is Nicole, right? I hope I got that right.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's the missus.
Well, Becca, hey, Maddie, Matt, Swift, Lady Tara, what's happening?
Lady Tara.
Who doesn't love Date Lip? That's
They Live. Yes.
Ahead of its time. Carpenter he's a psychic, damn it. The guy is
visionary. Definitely.
Scotty boy, what's going on, Scott?
He's not just a filmmaker, he's a carpenter. He carves and shapes and creates whatever. Boy. The story. I tried that one.
Trippy Hippie, we're to see you soon. Trust me. We'll be out and about over there. What we got here? Scott. Yeah, Jimmy did amazing work in that town too. Yeah. Well, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, it's all a learning experience, Scott. You know, you live and you learn, you move on, and you continue to do what you love. That's it. Bottom line. So not more said, but I appreciate that. What do we got here? Oh, the big dog, Brandon Champ.
We miss you, man. I missed you back in March, Brandon. We didn't see you at Monster Mania.
By the way, Brendan, I sent an audio clip for you for that intro. I don't want to spoil it, so let me know if it came out okay. Brandon Champ, he's amazing kid, man. Very, very smart and intelligent when it comes to this genre too. Like for his age, he knows more about horror than most that I've talked to.
And he's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Really good kid.
Very
I met
good person.
Family, all amazing. They came out. Brendan always supported. Came out to the CJ event, to the mini-con. Always, you know, as much as anytime I can hook you up, Brendan, you know I got you covered, buddy. You're a great kid. Keep doing what you do. Hey, Mom's in the building. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Mom?
Okay, no comment. I guess you just want to say, hey, yo, I'm here. No.
Dot.
Mom's a ... Mom's in the building. What do we got?
Ooh. Tony's good on some other good names, movie names.
Whole Demons cast. Oh, Demons Cast. Yeah, man. There's a lot. There's so many. Everywhere you go now is a convention. We having FOMO.
What's FOMO? I just don't know the lingo.
I've seen Toxic Avenger.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
The fear of missing out.
Okay.
Thank you, Swift.
Toxic Avenger. I remember that first Toxic Avenger.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
that was kind of creepy,
Poltergeist.
wasn't it? When they freaking
84, right? That was the
was
original.
that 84?
Yeah, man. That was
It had humor in it and it was goofy, but it was kind of dark what they did to the kid and then he became Toxic Avenger. That was kind of
it was brutal watching some of the death scenes. I think it was one scene where somebody got killed, ran over by a car, hit by a car. I think it was in that movie. I don't know what it was about it, but like, you know, watching Terrifier, there's some brutal deaths, but watching that, it looked organic in that movie. I hope nobody really got hit. I know with Troman's budget, I don't know.
Listen, Pet Cemetery was one of those big feature films to do that, where they kill a little kid with a truck.
Yeah,
and that was very controversial.
That was what? That was a little later.
89.
Right?
That was 89.
Yeah.
Somebody had mentioned, guys, Terror Train.
Mm-hmm.
Terror Train.
I mean, with Jamie Lee Curtis, and
Jamie
that
Lee
was
Curtis
on the train, right? That was pretty intense.
Terror, that you know, the ending, right? The ending of Terror Train when the showdown happened, it was like very claustrophobic watching.
Yeah.
She's trapped in there, he's surrounded. It's like the predator, the prey, that whole atmosphere that they created on the train with Jamie Lee at the end.
Yeah,
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And Jamie was killing it in the beginning of the 80s, man. I mean, if you think about it, you had Halloween 2, she had The Fog, she had Terror Train, she had Prom Night, all that early 80s, all around the same time, which was just, it was amazing what she's done. And all
our queen right there, Jamie.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I want her to, maybe she does. Maybe this is just me talking shit. But I feel like she needs to embrace her horror roots just a little bit more. Her range is crazy. She's an incredible actress, and she's done so many great films other than horror.
She's a comedy, action, horror, drama, like thriller, everything.
She's done everything. She's like Nicolas Cage in a way.
Kids movies too. I met her once. She also wrote kids books. She's like, she's a multi-talented actress. Like she's done a lot.
But she has come back to the Halloween movies, right? Like I didn't see some of those newer ones, but I knew she was in it. So she's still connected to it. But you're saying Jimmy J, she doesn't do a lot of the horror cons and whatnot.
You know, I haven't even seen her do anything maybe but Halloween reunions. I think out in Cali.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago or so, she did a convention. I saw, because my friend Kitsy was in charge of the photo ops.
Okay.
But I met her. She was releasing her children's book at Barnes and Nobles in New York City. So I got there, like I literally was the last person they let in. And I got in and I got to meet her. I got, really like, and I got to hang out with her and her friends for like a short period of time with like barely anybody in the room. And it was an honor. But I told her I was writing a book myself on Tourette syndrome, which I'm still working on. And she applauded me in front of everybody and praised me. And I was like honored. She's not the only celebrity to do that to me. The cast of Bates Motel did that to me. But Jamie, she said she's not signing any Halloween stuff. This is for the kids. So anybody who got the Halloween stuff signed didn't get to take a photo with her. But I respected that. If she doesn't want to make it about Halloween. This is before they announced 2018. This was in 2016.
Okay. And
that she just wanted to make it for the kids. And she was really aiming her target audience was for her kids' books. And I respect that.
I mean, hey, listen, you know what? If that's what she wanted to do, that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it's, I love Jamie. I do.
Yeah.
I love other movies outside of horror.
Yeah.
True Lies.
Yeah. That's what too. Hell, even at Christmas. Don't get it twisted. I'm not big on Christmas. Okay.
And what was that movie with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy that she did? Trading Places?
Trading Places.
Another
one.
Mm-hmm. She did the movie with John Travolta. I think it was called Perfect.
Yeah.
Was that the name of it? Perfect,
Maybe.
right?
Maybe.
Yeah. What the hell? You might be. I know she did a movie with John. I don't know the name of the movie.
Yeah,
but,
I think it was called Perfect.
She's done. I think you're on the money with that. No, that's not the name. But CJ Sanders says Pilgrims on Hulu. That's one of the picks.
Pilgrims. Okay.
All right, we got some Matt Griffin going back to the
Lost Boys. Pet Cemetery.
Werewolf in London, Creep Show, The Fog,
Yes.
Son of the Living Dead. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Those
Oh
are-
God, Tony's going year by year. He's on.
Whoa. Tony is
He's
no.
unloading. He's unloading.
He's got all my picks. I was gonna tell you guys. He's got.
He's got everything.
Done.
This was the year I was born, so I got to check this one out.
Dude, Tony has the minigun.
Slaughterhouse.
He has the minigun from Mac from Predator, which tomorrow's the anniversary, by the way, June 12th.
The chain gun. He's got the chain gun. Yeah.
And he's shooting them out. Flowers in the attic, mother's house.
Do you know what I used to have from Hellraiser 2? I used to have part of the Leviathan cube. Remember in the end of Hellraiser 2 when Leviathan transforms it? I used to have the miniature and I sold it. I shouldn't have. I should have held on to it.
That's cool.
But like I had like when Leviathan changed into the cube, I had like the transforming piece, one of the pieces of Leviathan that transformed.
That's cool.
From like
That's
the
cool.
miniature from Clive Barker's film, yeah.
You should have held on to that thing. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, like now that you look at the Hellraiser boxes, the cubes, they're going for like tens of that, like or thousands of dollars, depending on the movie.
Yeah.
Zombie 2, Fulci did 3. We're just going down. Stay away from 4 and after. LOL. 2 and 3, there was no one. Let me see. Brooklyn Lady. Sorry, I was getting a little list together. I'm old and it's hard to remember everything. Come on. Only as old as you want to be, as you believe you are. That's it. That part was brutal. I guess that we were talking about part 2. My dad said his favorite is the Lost Boys. Yeah. And shout out to Danny Burns, baby. Lost Boys.
Shout. Big shout.
Hell yeah. Listen, those are the two greats out of the 80s right there. I mean, so many greats, but those two stand out a lot. What do we got over here? Actually, shot prior to Dawn, but they wanted people to think it was a sequel to Dan.
Day. I think he meant Day.
I'm like, who the hell is Dan? No.
I know a lot of Dans.
Oh, Gate Madness. Here goes Lauren. Shout out to Lauren.
Thank you, Lauren. I give up. By the way, I think I might have brought this up to you guys. So speaking of Dan,
Johnny Sparks. Johnny Sparks in the building, baby.
We got Johnny.
Aliens in the attic.
In the attic, baby. What's going on?
Excuse my tardiness, fellas.
Why do you say your turdiness? What?
What's up, fellas?
With that background up, see, we got all these movies, boom, there it is.
Whoa.
Loaded. What's going on, Johnny, baby? What's happening?
All right. Hold on a second here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Right. Yes, we can hear you now.
All right, there we go. All righty. What's happening, fellas? You said I heard somebody say 80s, and here I am.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, you like women in their 80s? I knew there was something odd about you.
Obey. There it is.
Look at that. Obey.
Consume. Consume. This is what we need to consume more content.
I knew there was something odd about you. I guess you like women in their 80s. I get it.
Well, yeah, they got pensions. I mean, my wife is
you're a gold digger and she's a cradle robber. I get it.
Think of it as my investment fund.
And you know what the thing is? We have, and I know my wife has watched this, but I guess that she would agree. I want to tell you this right now. If they have a pension, they're almost on the way out. God bless them. Sign me up. 3-way dance. Anyway, Bay Cove, Star 6, Lady in White, Midnight Offerings, Alligator, Blood Beach. Yes.
Blood Beach.
She's got good ones. Those are some good ones there that Brooklyn has.
Don't you just love how the names of 80s films are the most campiest names ever to
Deadly Eyes
to like grace the film title world or like the cinema?
Charming. They're charming though.
Scary.
Yeah.
There's just so many titles like these. I don't even recognize half of them.
Yeah, right.
Alligator was good. I mean, Alligator was fun.
Alligator's a good one.
You guys already talked about it. I think a week or so ago.
We mentioned a little bit. Tony's on fire. I mean, oh my God. There you have it. Horror movies of the 80s. Tony just summed up the whole show. He's like, you know what, Jim? We don't need to watch it. Boom.
Tony said, I got this.
I don't know any alligators, but I know aggravators and agitators.
You ready? Monkey Shine, Cellar Dweller, Destroy, Maniac Cop, Mother's Day, Edge of the Axe, Rabbit, Grannies, Black Roses, Twice Dead, Dead Spa, Slaughterhouse Rock. Oh my God, the grammar, Tony. I gotta help you with this grammar. Ghost Town, Brain Damage, Ghost House, Cheerleader Camp, Sleep Away, Fight Night 2. There's what the fuck is going on? Watchers, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, John's Way, The Blob, Pumpkinhead, yes, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween's. Living, oh my God, Killer Clowns, Return of the Living Dead, 2 Phantasm, 2 Critters, Tony Keeps Going, Parents, Cutting Class, Nightmare, Beach. I can't. Somebody give me a swing.
I thought Return of the Living
Blades,
Dead was
Stage Fright, Intruder, Shotgun.
I thought Return of the Living Dead was 1985. Did he
Sure,
mean Return of the Living Dead 2?
Goodness gracious.
Did he mean Return of the Living Dead 2? Because I know Return of the Living Dead is
Return of the
1985.
Living Dead 2.
Yeah, it was 85.
Yes.
Basket Case, great movie.
Yes.
I'm actually a big fan. I'm a big fan of the second Return of the Living Dead. I really love that film. I think it was funnier and much lighter, darker in some ways, but it was a fun film.
Yeah, it was. It was for me when I was a kid. I thought so.
Thanks, Brandon. We miss you.
Listen, yeah, we miss you, buddy. Listen, anytime you want to come on the show, we'll talk. Let me know, and we'll get you on. We'll get you on for sure.
Yeah, I would love to have him on with us.
Yeah,
love to have him.
Reach out.
I miss that guy.
Reach out.
I just haven't seen him in a year.
Oh man. Okay.
The Blob, Night of the Creeps.
Yes.
See, that's the one I was gonna say. Creep Show, The Believers, Dead and Buried. Yeah.
Guys, I gotta run in a minute.
Okay, Gabe.
Shoot, yeah. You gotta go.
Before the end of your show, just plug my show.
No, I'm gonna do that right now.
Oh yeah, okay. I might as well stick around for one more minute. So
stick around, because for those that don't know, Gabe has his own gig going on over here.
It's actually on a larger. Yeah, I just want to mention it's on a larger network called the Indie Escape Network. I work with I host with other people in the film industry. And that's my show tonight. I'm going to have Frankie G on, who's been in Saw 2, The Italian Job, Family Business, Confidence, Power. He's worked with Val Kilmer, Paul Giamatti, Dustin Hoffman, Darren Bausman, Mark Wahlberg, Jason Statham, Charlize Theron, Ernie Hudson. So, yeah, I'm having him on tonight. So, hope you guys enjoy.
That's amazing, Gabe. That's amazing.
Thank you, guys. He's a good friend. He's a good guy.
I'm going to watch it back for sure.
Awesome, man.
Cynicism. It's sizzling, baby, tonight.
Gabe, thanks, guys. I love you guys.
Check out Gabe.
Enjoy it without me. I just got a lot of stuff to do.
Go handle business. Bro. I'm going to check that out afterwards.
Love you guys.
Knock him dead, baby. Knock him dead.
Gabe, my brother, take it easy.
You too. And guys, I'm going to miss you. Any of you guys going on Friday, forgive me that I can't make it, but please have an amazing, amazing, amazing time. Okay?
Oh, thank you.
Take some pictures.
You do the
Take
same.
some pictures. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be plenty.
Awesome.
That's it. Hell yeah. Thank you, Gabe. All right, Gabe, rocking. He's on a mission, man. And you know what? I got to check out that show because he's had some other killer guests on. But, Gabe is Gabe, man. Gabe's the man. I appreciate you popping in. We are moving along.
Gabe got the flavor.
Bringing it. Oh, Mama Swift is on fire.
Wolfing. Silver Bullet, Reanimator, Hellraiser, Demons, the Stepfather.
Stepfather, I forgot about that.
The OG Stepfather, 87. Yes.
I forgot about
that. Yeah. The Gate. Bride of the Reanimator. Scanners. Yeah, Scanners.
How many Stepfathers were there, guys?
There was like 2 or 3, and then they had updated reboots.
Oh, my bad, Tony. Yeah, you know what, Tony? That's why I send audio messages. and Johnny and everybody here knows. Everybody's going to notice. I send audio books sometimes, but it just comes out all messed up, and I mean it sucks.
We get through it, Tony. We figure it out.
Just watched all those the other day. The Stepfather 3 and the remake. Yeah.
Stepfather.
How was that remake?
Yeah, I would definitely want to know what that remake.
What's the? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. What was the Stepfather where he smashes the guy's hands in the trunk?
Was that part 1 or was that part 2?
I think that's the OG.
The House by the Cemetery.
That
was either part 1 or part 2. I haven't seen those in so long.
Did you see?
I remember liking both of them.
The 2009 Stepfather. I think I like.
Hell no. No, I didn't watch it.
I like that better. That's my hot take. Where's Killer B? That's my hot take. Stepfather, come on, man. You already know what we're doing over here.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, everybody mentioned, they already mentioned Near Dark, and they already mentioned, I don't know if anybody mentioned Pieces. If anybody remembers Pieces from 1980, it was a 1982 film, but it's a Spanish film, it's from Spain, but it was released here in 1983, English dub.
Yeah.
And it was a slasher. It was kind of like a giallo film. But it was crazy, man. It was about these co-eds on the campus in Boston being targeted by a killer. And he was dismembering people, and then he was connecting the body pieces like a jigsaw puzzle. It was a sick movie, man, a gore fest. It was entertaining. You know, you didn't know who it was gonna be. It was a good movie, Pieces.
You know, I didn't see that one, Swift, but I saw it on the video rack.
Yes.
When you said it, I immediately saw that popped up, but I didn't rent that one. I rented it.
Yeah. I saw that later as well. I didn't even remember it from back in the day. I saw it maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Pieces is another great. That's another great one. I mean, so many have been mentioned. And before I go on to my two, I want Andrew, Drew, Bat Fan, or Johnny Sparks, you guys. I want you guys to throw out some of yours, some of your more obscure 80s films, 80s horror that you love. Whoever wants to jump in first.
Yeah, Bat Fan, or you want me to go?
You could go. I'll go after you, bro.
All right,
what was
bro.
your name, man? I didn't hear you. I didn't get your name.
It's John, man. Nice to meet you.
This is Johnny Sparks.
Johnny Sparks.
This is our resident Johnny Sparks.
Oh, I thought my fault. This is my job. I'm supposed to introduce people here. Jesus Christ, Jimmy's dropping the ball.
All right, it's late, bro. It's a long day for all of us. No worries. We won't hold it against you.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
All right, let's see. So I was glad to see Pumpkinhead was mentioned, because even though it's in the community it's known, but I talked to a lot of people and they've never heard of it, surprisingly enough. And so Pumpkinhead, one of my favorites. The Hidden, which I saw, I think Tony or Mama Swift may have mentioned, which I know, Jimmy, you're now a fan of.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a great flick. 87.
Yep.
I think it was 87.
Badass year, 87. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I don't think any. Okay, so anyone seen Heavy Metal animated?
I didn't, but
it's
I never watched it, but I know.
Somebody was telling me about it.
All right, let's see. 81.
81, yeah.
81, and so it's got, you could consider it sci-fi fantasy, but the main antagonist, it's an anthology kind of.
Anthology.
Yeah, and it's, like I said, if you're into animated movies and if you haven't seen Heavy Metal, it's really good. And what's cool is that the main antagonist goes from skit to skit, possessing people and making things go off the walls and having them do all kinds of outlandish stuff. Yeah. So Heavy Metal, I mean, I consider it horror. Some people might consider it just sci-fi fantasy, but yeah, definitely a great watch if you like animated flicks. And it changes, and so it's nice. It's always different scenery. If you get bored quick like me, sometimes I get a little bored with stuff, and so it's nice that the scenery changes. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So many good ones being mentioned. Let's see. Maniac 1980. That's a wild flick.
Oh,
I know Swift was mentioning as far as piecing people together.
I can't. I'm sorry. Did you mention Maniac? I'm thinking of Joe Spinell, and I know I said this.
Oh yeah.
He looks crazy, straight up in that bit.
Oh my goodness!
I cannot unsee him now in Rocky 1 and 2. I can't.
So civilized and so sane.
After seeing Maniac.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Listen, he transformed, and he evaporated into that role.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Well, go ahead, John.
100%. Yeah, that was he owned that. He owned that. Yeah, freaking crazy how well he adapted that. The Maniac. It was. Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid seeing that. I was like, "Whoa!" pretty scary performance. I was really impressed. I'm trying to think. Okay, what else? The Prowler.
Oh, The Prowler.
The Prowler's early 80s, I think, and that was
81. Yep.
I never saw it.
the guy. He dresses up in World War II, right? I think it was World War II fatigues.
Yeah,
And he
the whole
goes around. If you're into the early 80s slasher stuff, that was an interesting movie. Trying to think.
I know it's hard. If the Tony just dropped everything, which by the way,
well, I'm trying to think obscure. Well, that's the thing, obscure.
Yeah,
I was trying to go obscure with some of these, but you know,
Fire and Ice was another animated early 80s fantasy horror kind of thing. I consider them partially horror because there's monsters and a lot of chaos in them and creatures, a lot of violence.
Hey, Buffy.
Hey,
what's going on? How we doing? Welcome.
What's up? Thanks for coming in, Author Christine.
Hey, that's Author Chris. What is happening? Oh man, she has some amazing She's been on fire on Instagram, by the way. You've been killing it, and thank you for popping in here. We definitely got to talk. We want to have you on the show as well at some point. We got to get you on here. We got to chat with you. Same thing with Tony, man. But both of you guys got to come on here. We got to get the fans on from time to time, and just to BS, man. Come on, that's how we got Batfan on here. Come on, that's just need the signal.
Put that signal up, man. I was hopped right on.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, listen, better late than never. Don't worry about it.
It's all right, Buffy. I'm always late. No matter how hard I try.
John,
I said I'll be late to my own funeral. So
that's a good thing. That's a good thing,
right?
Hey, Savannah, what's up, baby?
Savannah, what's up?
Hey, sweetie.
How you doing?
Daughter, absolutely. So happy to connect with you guys. We're happy too.
Yes.
Morty, man, I'm telling you. They talked to Swift the other day. He said, what is that? Are you ready? So I hit the books and laid down tracks.
Oh.
Are you ready? All right. I know it's this text to talk thing or whatever. It's the talk to text thing. I was trying to put that together. I was trying to piece it together, Tony. Pieces. All right. We have to cut off short, fellas. Me and the wife are going to watch it. Yo, my man, Matt, I'm telling you, man.
Matt, thank you. Thank you so much.
Man, you and the missus, you have a great night, man. I appreciate you always popping in and keep killing it with that content and what you're posting.
Yeah, bro, you are kicking ass. Kicking butt. Keep doing the thing.
That's it. How weren't you guys late to start this? Yeah, absolutely. Always late. 8:15. We say 8, but everybody that's been on here for weeks now know it's around 8:15. We usually get
the problems of working class heroes, right?
And not only that, man, it's like we're getting older, man. We got to warm up the joints and stuff. We got to do Let's go.
You do a little 15-minute warm up, everybody. We get on.
Oh, you're ready. Tony's ready. Hey, listen, bro. We're gonna talk.
Tony's ready. Tony's ready.
Hey, not that this is an obscure film, but I just started diving into this.
Ah, that's awesome.
Oh snap! What? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I got a long way to go. I just started.
Somebody said Lost Boys. That was like a defining horror movie. Well, vampire movie too.
Yeah.
Not obscure, but
it just has the 80s. It oozes the 80s vibe and feel. It has the
so good.
Corey Haim.
We don't need to hit the lottery. Let me tell you something. Maybe we should get a pool going. Somebody collect from all of us. Everybody throws $2 in. Eventually we'll hit the Powerball. Somebody's
who's the thumb breaker? We get the thumb breaker to do it.
Whoa. We don't say that word on here because apparently.
Oh yeah. Let's leave that alone.
Apparently, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway.
Oh boy.
But Johnny, continue. I lost.
That's okay. I love when we go off the rails, man. Okay, so I got a fun one. I don't think anyone mentioned.
Oh, you're the best, baby.
Piranha 2, where the spawning, the spawn or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Where they fly.
Yes.
The spawn, I think it was called, or the spawning, or some shit like that. But
Piranha flying. I do remember that.
It's another one of those. It's so bad, it's good.
The thing with these movies, like the list that I have, you did a good job, Johnny Sparks, of remembering some of this stuff. Like I could remember certain scenes, but I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
And I remember I liked it, or it was like over the top crazy, but I can't remember like the complete plot. You know what I mean? But you know, maybe they're worth the rewatch too. You know,
For sure. I mean, again, if you want just a straight up popcorn flick where you don't have to follow anything and just watch it for what it is, and just I have a stupid sense of humor. I laugh at anything, and so I see flying piranha eating people. I laugh. So it's I don't know.
Jimmy J said that. So I watched the first your first show, Jimmy J, the first episode. And you had it was awesome, by the way, but you said something about laughter, right? And so that's what I mean, some of these are creepy and they freak you out. Sometimes you just crack up laughing. That's what my buddies and I were doing. We were renting all these things. We would call it low budget horror, but we would just die laughing.
Right.
Flying piranhas and freaking, alligator and coming out of the sewer, eating people. It's just funny, man.
It's over the top, man. That's what I think what our genre has that pretty much any other genre does. I mean, you think it's horror, right? And it's like almost like an oxymoron. There's comedy and horror meshing together. How is it possible? But
that's the 80s.
Humor, and it's just some of us like straight horror, Swift, and then some of us we like throw comedy elements into it. I feel like every horror has to have even just a drop of, even if it's a line or a couple lines in there of comedy, something like that. You have to. And I think, with Jason Lives and what, Tom McLaughlin we were talking about last week, it became like, had that awareness around it, and then Scream kind of ran with that. But I think in the 80s, like some of this stuff wasn't supposed to be funny, but it just was so off the wall that you just laughed at it because it was just kind of goofy. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you could add unintentional things that are funny, it's like, it's just, that's even better. When it's just kind of like organic.
That's humor. That's humor that works. Not forced.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
There was a piranha movie.
Yeah.
Lady Ellie.
That was later on, though, right? Brooklyn Lady. I think that was later. Was that 80s too? The piranha with William Catt.
Yeah, that was. What? I think it was. Was it? Yeah,
we got a fun fact from Savannah.
Savannah says, I met some movie people. Tell us who you met. You got to let us know. Oh, Killer Bee's birthday.
Happy birthday to me. What was that? 1981? 1981, 1982.
The movie. Happy birthday to me.
But happy birthday to you anyway, Killer Bee.
You know what? Now, even though it's not your birthday, it's your goddamn birthday. Because I was
well, we got to stay for two people then.
But I remember the cover. I remember the cover. Happy birthday to me, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got me with that one, man. That was good.
Yeah, it had was it the fingers? It was the fingers as candles, right?
I thought
on the cover, was that it?
Something's going in the guy's mouth, like an umbrella or something.
Which one is that?
Happy birthday to
Happy birthday to me. Oh no, Bloody Birthday. Bloody Birthday had the fingers as candles. Happy birthday to me was what you said, Bad Thing.
I'm over here singing Killer Bee Happy Birthday like it's his goddamn birthday. It's a movie. I'm like, I'm not into it. I'm like, happy birthday to you. There we go. It's the movie. Okay.
Killer Bee.
Okay, you got me.
All right, how about April Fool's Day?
April Fool's Day.
That was, speaking of stupid humor.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty good movie.
Do not say that in front of Killer Reactions, Ashley. Do not say that in front of her.
Don't say anything 80s in front of her.
With this whole conversation would be, is she in the toilet right now?
Killer Reactions, Ashley. She hates the 80s when it comes to horror. But what she hates more than the 80s is April Fool's Day.
Oh, is that right?
That's what she hates. Yeah. Killer Reactions, Ashley. Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I send her the trailer.
Oh, now we're going to pepper her with April Fool's Day stuff.
Oh, it's over now. Thank you for telling me.
Killer Bee, I tried.
No, Swift just let it loose. He just
lighten up the tension. Oops.
Oh, man. What we got here? Killer Reaction.
How about Funhouse? Anybody mention Funhouse?
Nobody mentioned Funhouse yet.
That
the main
that's
song
pretty
from
good.
Night Six.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That
Funhouse.
was that just the cover of that video in the 80s. I always wanted to rent it, and my mom was always like, "No."
Yeah.
You know, it just was freaky. I think I did see it at some point, and it was good, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the whole thing entirely, but
Killers,
like you said,
yeah.
you remember certain scenes and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
I still
It
remember
was a decent. Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah.
You know, all these, you know, the guys, the carnies are chasing these kids.
Yes, I did see it.
Yeah, and they get stuck in the haunted house and stuff, and
Yes,
they fall. Yeah. There's
Those killers.
trap doors and stuff, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
It was,
You know, in all its 80s campy corniness, it's.
You know what? Another one nobody mentioned here tonight, and I'm glad because I wanted to throw it out there. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, same year.
Oh yes.
This is a made-for-TV film, and I didn't see this movie until I got to give him credit for it. Sean had put me onto it. Metal Sean, right? So I said,
Metal
okay.
Sean, salute.
Metal Sean put me onto, and I watched this movie, and I said, you know what? It's so simple, right? It's simple concept, but it's effective, and you gotta watch it. You know, again, it's one of those made-for-TV movies. You gotta watch it. It's just one of those films. They don't have to. It shows you don't have to do much.
Yeah.
For to make magic, so to speak. So, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow was one. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Brooklyn Lady says she never saw it. Yes, put that on your list. And then the other
I got another TV movie for after.
No, go ahead, hit it. Hit what your TV.
No. I want you guys to talk first. I got it written down. I'm gonna remember it.
Yeah, one thing I just wanted to add with, if I'm not mistaken, with Funhouse, I think it was a Toby Hooper directed that.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Toby Hooper,
right?
Toby
So,
Hooper.
I mean, right? So he did Texas 1 and 2, right? Chainsaw, right? And I think Poltergeist.
He did,
also, right?
Yes.
I think
Spielberg, Toby Hooper.
So you know it's got to be, it's gonna, but the roots are there, man. It's of Toby Hooper, so you know the creative genius is there.
Absolutely, man, and it was great. It really was a. Well, I'm not gonna say it was great. It was a good film.
No, it's you know. But, I say they're all 2.5 stars, 2.5 to 3 star flicks. But like I said, they're popcorn flicks, man.
Yeah, that's what all of these are, pretty much. I mean, you know, I don't think any of these are going to be. Well, some of them that were mentioned tonight, like Lost Boys. I mean, there were some.
Yeah.
I don't know, when I put the list together, I was thinking 80s obscure. Actually, the first list I put together I thought it was just slashers. I was thinking of all the slashers, but then I saw some of the posts that you guys were putting. I'm like, no, it's just 80s horror. So
and which
just
anyway.
kind of what was that?
I said we would have gone off the rails into every other type of 80s flick anyway. So
Well, the other one I want to throw out there was Slaughter High. Nobody mentioned. I mean, this is another underrated slasher film. Group of kids that it kind of reminded me a little bit of Toxic Avenger, what they did to this kid. Toxic Avenger and what was it that we were just talking about? It was like a mix of that and sort of even Terror Train in the beginning, like what they did to that kid in Terror Train. So like what they did in Slaughter High, and this character goes on like really like the whole getup, his whole costume. I never really seen anybody at convention, have that attire or any cosplay. It's underrated. I think that movie's underrated. I actually really enjoyed it. I think it was from 80. I want to say 86. I gotta
lady. When you said that,
I think it was 86.
Yeah, Slaughter High, man. And it wasn't an American film. I don't think it was. I think it was. It could have been Australian or UK. I got to double check. Yeah. Well, Slaughter High was another good one.
I remember that one, Jimmy J. When you made the connection to Toxic Avenger, it
yes, what they did, and the cover art. That's what got me when when I rented that. It was the cover art, that skeleton and the
cheerleader. Yeah, the skeleton cheerleader. Yeah.
It all started with the covers, right? Because you didn't really have the stuff online. Maybe Fangoria you could read, but it was like going to the video store and seeing something that looked cool on the shelf. That's like, oh, I want to get that. Sometimes it
Sometimes the cover is better than the movie. I hate to say it, but
a lot of times.
What do you got? Oh, go ahead, John.
No, as I say, but then again, I'm a Jason X fan, so you know.
Oh man, well, John, your connection is kind of going in and out over here. I don't know what's going on.
Oh man, no, I just upgraded it. Oh, there we go. Nice.
There's Uber Jason. Jason, let's go.
I like it. I think the design concept is great. I like the movie. I thought it was fun.
It was good.
You know, it doesn't get a lot of love, but I enjoyed it. Yeah. You got that awesome mural in the back there.
Yeah, that mural. Yeah, man.
86. Yeah.
Nice.
86. Thank you. Waxwork. Another one. Yes, Waxwork. Thank you, Mama Swift. That's another good one. 80s, late 80s. That one came out. Another underrated, Life Force. I never seen that.
Life Force. I didn't watch that one either.
I know Videodrome. I didn't see that though. Still didn't watch it. I got it. There's so many of these.
That's Cronenberg.
Yeah. There's so many of these movies though, man. So many of the B horror movies are like, again, more obscure films that.
Yeah. And even the trauma, like you were mentioning, there's so many trauma movies.
Oh God.
And Toxic, you got Toxic, Toxic Avenger, The Class of Nukem High. They're all wild movies.
Class of Nukem High, yes, that's right.
Yeah, I think they're all 80s, right? All the Toxic Avenger movies.
Was it like Linnea Quigley in that one? Oh, she was in the 80s. Class of Nukem High? No, I don't. Maybe I could have remember.
I don't remember. Let's see.
Enchilada said Life Force was also Toby Hooper.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Oh.
Wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Like Toby Hooper did so many films that I never even knew. I mean, I thought Texas Chainsaw was the extent at one point. I said, "Oh, he did Texas. That's him." Then I'm saying, "Wait, the guy's in Poltergeist." I think of Texas Chainsaw Poltergeist with Spielberg. Yeah. And then you start seeing the other films coming up, The Fun House. So I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, you were right, Jim. Linnea was in Class of Nukem High, which was in '87, and then she was in the sequel, Class of Nukem High 2.
Okay.
So yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Raiders from Mars.
Batman, what do you got for us?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try to hit some that. Well, I'll just go through the list. Some were mentioned. So, we said Terror Train, Madman. I'm definitely going to say, just if you're checking this out, definitely get that one. I think you guys will enjoy it. I won't get into it. Oh, these were crazy. These were a few crazy movies. I can't remember much with them, but they were definitely 80s. Death Warmed Up, 1984. That movie just blows your mind. I can't even tell you what it was about. All I could say was, my friends and I were watching it, and we laughed the whole time, and it kept our interest the whole time. And it just, I'm gonna rewatch it. I didn't have time to rent some of these or watch some of these before the show tonight, but check that one out. The Vineyard. Did anyone ever see The Vineyard? 1980.
No, I didn't watch it.
No, The Vineyard's another. Oh my God, wow,
that's another one.
What year was that? Let me write this down.
Death Warmed Up, The Vineyard. Somebody said this one. Rawhead Rex.
Rawhead Rex.
It was kind of like the supernatural kind of monster, and kind of like a Pumpkinhead vibe. Yep. That's what I got.
Yeah.
And Slaughterhouse.
Oh, Slaughterhouse, yeah, dude, like another Texas Chainsaw almost, like, right?
Yes.
But that cover again, yeah, the big dude in the
So like,
with the overalls, with the meat cleaver.
Yeah, yes, you got it. What I liked about some of those, like Madman, Slaughterhouse, Terror Train, where it was actually like main characters that you'd remember, even if the movie kind of wasn't that good, you'd remember those characters and they'd stand out. And I kind of you could with those characters. Like if you had the right writer or director on the movie, you could make those characters memorable, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But like, the Prowler too, which I didn't see, and I always wanted to see the Prowler. Somebody mentioned this earlier, Alligator. That was on started going away from slasher movies, because I remember that freaked me out when I was young. Fright Night, that's to me, I think that's an awesome movie. I think that was a movie. It's not really an obscure one, right? That's more.
No, that's mainstream.
That's a question for Fright Night, and I've always had this question. So you got the main character was the vampire. It was a vampire movie.
Jerry Dandridge.
Yeah, Jerry Dandridge.
Jerry Dandridge.
Yes, but what was his buddy? The guy that.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
his familiar. I forgot his name. His manservant.
What was he, like a monster? He wasn't a vampire.
He was a familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
right, if I'm not mistaken,
like
he
character in the show. What was he? He just kind of like.
He's basically like his caretaker.
He was.
Yeah, it was like it's basically his caretaker.
But he wasn't a vampire. But what was he like?
No,
it was a zombie.
right. So so a familiar is somebody who's not a full vampire, right? Yeah, I think.
Not you, Johnny.
Or is going to be turned, but I'm pretty sure. But I think because he had some abilities, didn't he? I think he might have been on the way or something. I forget, but
yeah, help us out in the chat if anybody remembers. Help us out in the chat.
Hell yeah. But
yeah, and just the way he at the end he just kind of melts away or whatever. I was just always a head scratch.
Yeah.
And everyone from that movie, I met the cast at sorry to cut you off.
No, it's all right.
I was just going to tell you, I met most of the cast members at New Jersey HorrorCon about a year or two ago, and they're all the mother, all of them. They're all they're super sweet. The whole cast, they're really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I saw that in the movies, and it was like a big deal. Like,
nice.
100%.
Yeah.
And I thought the sequel was good. I like the sequel, although not as good as the first one. And I know it says we have these controversial conversations, but I like the remake. I thought the remake was good. And so
the remake was entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good.
2011.
So if you like the original, if you like the original, I don't know if you've seen Fright Night 2, but also check out the remake. It was pretty good. It was with Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, right? Now that you say that, all the stuff as you guys are talking, they're coming back to me. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Then you talk a little bit about it. Like I saw that movie. Yeah.
He was. Yes. Yeah. He was just like Renfield.
Yeah. Familiar. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Now we got that clarified. Okay. Boom.
Thank you.
What about Swift? What movies did you have?
Yeah. Oh, because we're waiting here.
I want to get to the main event here.
Listen. This was light work, but this is a movie, and this was also a television movie, and it premiered in 1985 on November 1st, the night after Halloween, and it was called The Midnight Hour. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that movie.
Is that Charles Bronson?
No, you're talking about 10 to Midnight. That's 10 to Midnight.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Oh no, that's another horror movie that people don't really call it a horror movie, 10 to Midnight. But The Midnight Hour was it was about some high school kids in the Northeast, like New England pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And they unwittingly resurrected a 300-year-old vampire witch upon the town. That the town had I think they crucified her or set on fire, whatever it was. And when they resurrected her, they also resurrected her minions, her ghouls, and demons and shit like that.
Yeah. They got the package.
Yeah. So it was pretty much like a mix between Evil Dead, Michael Jackson's Thriller in parts.
Yeah.
And and Night of the Living Dead.
And Rocky Horror too, man. Yeah, this looks good.
Oh, there you go.
Did they use the song in the Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett? Because there was a horror movie in the 80s that actually used that song. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour.
Yes, you remember it. Yes, that's it.
I was trying to remember what that was, and I thought it was either Night of the Creeps or Return.
That was the Midnight Hour. Now check out. Listen, anybody that remembers, movie stars from the 80s, check out this cast. You got LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow. If anybody knows who that is, he was in it. Yeah, you got Sherry Belafonte, Harry Belafonte's daughter. She was in it. You got Peter DeLuise, the son of Dom DeLuise, also from 21 Jump Street fame. Yeah. You had him in there. Yeah, you had who else did you have in there? You had Lee Montgomery was in it. You had Dick Van Patten was in it. Like everybody was in this movie, and yeah, it was a dark movie for the family. You know what I mean? Like this was a TV movie. You know,
Wolfman
it's good.
Jack.
You can watch with your kid. Yeah, Wolfman Jack.
Wolfman Jack's in it. Oh,
it's the Wolfman Hour, baby. Yeah. Listen, I would tell anybody to go watch that movie. You can see it on YouTube.
Really?
On YouTube, you know, they got a few of them on YouTube. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. The other movie I was talking about, Pieces. Yeah. You can watch that. You can go stream it on Peacock, Tubi, AMC Plus, and Plex. You know, that's for free. So you can check out Pieces. If you haven't seen Pieces, you can check that out for free streaming.
Cool. No, that's a banger. I'm done right now with that midnight hour.
Yeah.
Done. I can't. Yeah. I'm not even going anymore. I mean, after what we all said and what Tony dropped in here and everybody else dropped in here, I think we pretty much covered damn near everything.
Yeah. You need to rewatch this whole thing and make a list.
Yeah, no, dude, seriously. Good. It's like right here. But no, I mean, Swift, that's a damn good one, man. And that cast, made for TV movie, and that kind of reminds me of Tales from the Crypt, right? Because like when you used to watch those episodes, there were some stars. In those episodes.
Heavy on star power. Yeah.
Heavy. I mean, Schwarzenegger was. I mean, yeah, Pesci, Schwarzenegger. I mean, you had some crazy stars in there, man. Anybody and everybody. You think Clarence Williams the third. Everybody was in those. Tales from the Crypt episodes, man.
Tales from the Crypt. Yeah. Tales from the Dark Side was freaky too.
Yeah. Tales from the Dark Side. I love that. I used to watch it I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah, the TV show and the movie, right? The
movie
also,
That damn cat.
Anthology.
That was a good episode.
Yeah, Cat from Hell.
You're right.
and you know, Anthology horror. There was another one. The Monster Club. I think there was another one in the 80s. There was another anthology horror, The Monster Club. It was early 80s, 80, 81, something like that. But yeah, dude, guys, we named so many of these horror films. And this week, what I want to do is I want to keep it. Normally we go like 2-3 hours here.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, it's a telethon here when we get on there. But we're gonna keep it light this week. And we're gonna wrap up the show now. But before we do, I want to give some information out real quick. Some of the stuff that we have coming up content-wise. I already spoke about earlier in the episode. You can check it out, what we're talking about. Friday the 13th is this weekend. What do you guys – I mean, Swift, I know where you're going to be Friday the 13th. John, I know you're busy this Friday. You're busy as well, Bat fan. Anybody else in here, Friday the 13th, this is a holiday for us horror fans.
Yeah.
This is another version of Halloween for us. And we're getting it, brother. We're getting it. This Friday, I can't believe it. It's going down Emmaus Theater. I announced all that. Check that out in the beginning of the stream that we did over here. And I want to let everybody know also a couple other things that are happening right here. So for those that don't know, John, I got some background. I'm just gonna meet you real quick. Over there. So what I got. Let's see what we got, everybody. Right here, the schedule. This is the streaming schedule for Twitch. For those that do not know that we have a Twitch, here it is right here. Boom. Twitch.tv/horror_365. It's absolutely free to follow us on there. We are working at becoming an affiliate. We are giving you exclusive content. And eventually, once we become the affiliate, $5. We're talking $5 a month if you want to. I mean, that's a cup of coffee. That's a latte. That's a cappuccino, mochaccino, al pacino. That's one of those things right there. $5 a month just to support if you want Horror 365. You're good pals over here. Not only these faces, but there's plenty others. We have different kinds of content that's going to be coming your way. Let's look at some of the schedule that we have lined up over here. Bang. Twitch schedule right here. As you see, we got Gaming with the God. The Goddess, the G-O-D. Are you down with G-O-D? Yeah, you know me. The Goddess of Death. Tuesday nights, every Tuesday night, Alyssa, the Goddess of Death, she's hosting gaming on Twitch, 8 p.m. every Tuesday. 2 Thursdays a month, we have a cosplay connection. All the cosplayers on the team, we're going to be streaming, talking different conversations about cosplay and everything in between. This month, it's June 12th, tomorrow, debut show. And the 26th, 8 p.m. Now, as you see here highlighted in yellow, this is a special presentation that doesn't really normally have. These don't happen every single month, but we have a historic 1912 Hoover House live paranormal walkthrough with Lawrence, the Prince of Paranormal Milano, and yours truly, Jimmy J. I'll be on Twitch. He's going to be doing a walkthrough live over there. We're streaming it June 16th, Monday night, 8 p.m. And to wrap it up right here, the Midnight Archives with yours truly, Jimmy J. Friday nights, that kicks off at the very end of the month, the last Friday of the month with me, 11:59 p.m., going all the way to 1 in the morning, the Power Hour, the Midnight Archives. Stay tuned for that. There's also going to be some more content, which are not announced yet because it's going to be starting next month. Ian the Wolfman, Universal Monster content, and another piece which we will be talking about next month. So there's a ton of things happening over here at Horror 365. Myself and Josh, we're going to be doing some pre-recorded stuff as well. Tales from the Basement. I'm not going to spoil on what these topics and what these pieces of content are going to be. Stay tuned for that. Again, check us out over there on Tony says the itch the Twitch at Horror 365. That's what we're talking about. And then if anybody out here wants to, if you're interested, I have my own little show that I'm doing here. Started doing it because I'm pulling in from every community out here. Horror, everything I've been a part of. Horror, wrestling, music, casinos, sports, film in general. Boom. Jimmy J Show. You can check it out. It's on YouTube, youtube.com/Jimmy J Entertainment. Every Thursday night, I'm going to be streaming it at 7 p.m. Tomorrow night, we have the New Jersey Slot Guy. He's a slot machine player. He's been a supporter of mine since I started this whole journey. When I started doing wrestling content, Atlantic City content, he recently underwent a serious surgery that he almost died from. He had spinal fluid leaking, and he had to get emergency operations done. The guy's recovering now. He's going to be getting back in the scene. He's a good friend of mine. John he's the type of person to give you the shirt off his back, the food off of his plate, man. He's a good dude. So I cannot wait to have John on tomorrow, and we will be talking and keep it rolling, rocking and rolling, guys. So I appreciate all the support, all the love. But so many things happening over here, Horror 365, and I want to thank everybody for jumping on every single week on the live streams. Everybody that jumped on today. Oh, wait a minute. Can't go without saying my man, Big Jay Rogers, gonna have to rewatch the episode. Life's been life. Hey, dude, life, you got to handle business first. Blessings your way as well, my man. Hope all is well with you and the family. You got to take care of the house first. You can listen to us maniacs whenever you get some time, or just even if you're not watching, you're listening later on. It's awesome if you want to. But we try to make it as entertaining as possible for everybody out here. And we appreciate each and every one, like I said, from top to bottom here, everybody that's been tuning in. I can go down the list, man. You guys know who you are. We love you all. And that's what I got for you, Bat Fan Andrew. Yeah. Follow this guy right here, too. Plug your socials in your music for those that don't know.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, Jimmy J. I just was going to say there was a great turnout tonight. There was a lot of people commenting. It seemed like.
As always, we usually get pretty good engagement weekly.
We usually do. But, yeah, that was so if you want to check out my Bat Fan Comics, I'm really building something up over there on Instagram. I just really post my collection and, which is on Instagram. It's mainly comics and, Jimmy J, the first show that you aired, it was inspiring too. Cause that really, the trajectory of that is a business that I want to, someday open Bat Fan Comics. But check it out. A lot of those comics will be for sale in the years to come. On Facebook, we got Monsterized Bat Fan Collectibles. So I'll go more into my horror collectibles, movies, figurines and this and that. So check that out if you're on. I'm trying to build that up a little bit more because I haven't been on there as long. Yeah. And then with my music, I'm pumped to, eventually do be a guest on your show. That would be tremendous if we could do that this summer.
Absolutely.
Andrew Ruwadi Music. It's out there. It's on Apple Music. Thanks for letting me get a little shout out for that, Jimmy J. It's on Spotify. So check it out. It's pretty much rock based, but I go off in a lot of different styles and genres with that. So that's my passion is my music. I've been at it for a while. So check it out. And thanks for letting me get that, little shout in, Jimmy J. I appreciate
You're
it.
absolutely, man. This is what it's about. We're family over here. I tell everybody that it's a team, right? All of us here on the team, everybody out here that tunes in and watches, we're all horror fans. We're all fans. We all love, not just horror, everything else, man. But I appreciate everybody, not only here, but that tunes in, takes the time. I said this even on the show, right? The first show. Time's something you can't get back. So our most valuable commodity. And the question is, where do you want to invest your time in on a daily basis? And the fact that people are investing time with us means everything. It's priceless. So I appreciate that every single week. So yeah, you're more than welcome, my man, for plugging whatever you want to plug. Yeah, I'm going to put the links as well in the bottom. Johnny Sparks, baby. What do we got? I think he's okay. He's muted over there.
Here we go. Sorry. It's a little bit noisy in the house here. So
wrap it up. Any final thoughts you want to throw out to the horror heads or anything you want to pop out there?
No, just like what you said, man. Thank you for everybody for coming along this crazy journey. Live long with horror.
Oh, yeah. Swift, man. Everybody wants to see here. Swift, what do you got to tell them? Send it home, baby. Take them home.
Well, listen, I'm not going to get all fancy and everything, but thank you, everybody, for coming on. Thank you for showing us love and the support, man. It means a lot to us. Please like, comment, like, share, subscribe, comment, share it to your friends. Anybody that loves horror, you tell them, listen, we got Horror 365 doing something every Wednesday night. And like Jimmy said earlier, we got the Twitch. We also got a Discord. Come check us out on Discord. But thank you guys so much. You guys make it very easy to come here every Wednesday night. We love the support. We do it for you guys. Let us know what you want to see, what you want to hear us talk about. Let us know who you want to see. Let us know everything, man. Talk to us. Let us know what's going on. Send us those messages. Comment in the comment section. And that's it, man. Appreciate all of you, man. This is a great time every Wednesday night. It's a great time doing it. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, and listen, very well said, everybody here. And I got to say this real quick to close it out. We do have, if you want to send anything over to us, you can send it to horrorheads365@gmail.com. Shoot us an email, horrorheads365@gmail.com. Any suggestions? Yes, we are going to be having some guests on the show from time to time, like last week, Tom McLaughlin, writer, director of Friday the 13th Part 6. There's going to be more of that on here. I believe, I don't want to throw it. Anybody knows Gigi Saul Guerrero? We had a conversation with her. She is an actress. She's a model. She's a producer, director. She's young in the game. She's a Mexican firecracker, man. She is on fire right now. And we're going to get her on the live as well. We're going to be talking to her hopefully in sometime this summertime for sure. But yeah, we got next week. We got Jaws 50th anniversary because I believe
June 20th.
Yeah, June 20th it came out, and next week I believe is the 18th on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. So we're talking 50th anniversary of Jaws. We're going to be clips, the whole movie up top to bottom, the impact it's made. That's coming on next week. If I can pull a rabbit out of a hat and get somebody from that film to jump on for 10 minutes, guys, I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to see whoever's alive, whoever's left, whoever we can get. I'm going to try to see what we can do here on the live. But Tony, when are you going to get some Black Dahlia on? Everybody was asking about the Horror 365 final girl, Kristen Black Dahlia. You know what it is, Tony? She would love to come on the live. It's her work schedule. Her work right now. She's working on Wednesdays, but she, I believe, is going to be on the Twitch tomorrow for the cosplayer conversation. So yes, okay, Goddess of Death. Thank you. By the way, this is when I say the GOD.
Goddess of Death, the GOD, the one and only.
Tech savvy, the gaming specialist. Give her a follow everywhere, social media. She is absolutely killing it for Horror 365 and just bringing everything together for us because Lord knows we need the help on the tech side of things. I still need it. John, I got those repeaters, by the way. I'm going to switch my location upstairs, I think, by next week, and I'm going to have a little bit closer.
I need you for an hour. We'll get them up and running, man.
Yeah, no, we will. Yeah, we're going to get that going. So we had to fix this connection a little bit better here. But yeah, Goddess Death, she's doing a thing. Make sure Tuesday nights, Yeah.
Alyssa, I'll message you later. Sorry, I've been a little absent, but I'll be there
on Facebook. Check us out on Facebook too, because
Check us out on Facebook.
All the final girls every Wednesday. I highlight the girls, Women of Horror Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And one of the pictures there, John, was you as from the Lost Boys,
David,
and it was the goddess that there was Alyssa as Pyramid Head. And I said, the Lost Pyramid? Question mark. No, but it was
it's
great,
so
man.
good. I mean, she made that. Thanks, Alyssa. Yeah, it's fantastic. She did that whole right, Alyssa. You did that whole thing by hand. Yeah, she made that.
That's incredible, dude.
Yeah.
That's
She's incredibly talented.
Oh my goodness, it's great.
So yeah, it's something that we got a team here though. Man, we really got a really good team. And Tony, don't worry, you're gonna be seeing some of the other girls from time to time on the show, and other guys on the show from time to time. I know we're like a staple here. Swift and I are staples every week. John, you've been on quite some few times. Ian the Wolfman, his schedule's been getting a little wild, so him as well. He's gonna be on. So we got some things shaking here. So stay tuned. Lot coming next week. 50th anniversary of Jaws is going to be just munching through your screens.
It's not safe to get in the water.
It's not safe to get in the water. And it might not be safe to jump on the live next week. Who knows? We're going to see what happens. We're signing out. But guys, have a great week. Friday 13th, coming this Friday. Let's celebrate it. Let's have a killer celebration if you're going to make it out to the Emmaus Theater, Emmaus, PA. Oh, yeah, we're going to be there. We're doing a big double feature, meet and eat, all that and more. Stay tuned. We're going to have the recap next Wednesday, 50th anniversary of Jaws next Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for celebrating horror 365. See you next week.
I'll see you soon.